Hi there again. Hopefully you didn't find these inequalities too tremendously difficult. At any rate, we're going to go through a few. So let's get to it. Okay, let's go ahead and solve this inequality. We're going to say y minus 4 is greater than negative 7. Okay, Ooh, negative 7. That is a 7. Pardon me. Let me just erase here. Okay, looks a little more like a 7 now. Great. So all we're going to do, we're going to use the same rules that we would in equation, even though you're noticing that it's this inequality sign, this greater than sign. So we're going to do the opposite of subtract 4, which is add 4 to both sides. This cancels. We're going to add 4 here. That's going to give us what? Negative 3. Bring down our greater than sign and bring down our y. All right. So far, so good. That was very simple. That is your solution. Okay, so you're done. But I usually ask you to graph these, so we're just going to make a quick little number line. It's kind of crooked, forgive me. Okay. And we're probably going to say 3, 2, 1, 4, and 5. Okay. And we are going to, since we have a greater than sign, we're going to put the circle, and then we're just going to go ahead and bold in the direction that our inequality faces. Okay, and that is how to solve them. All right, let's do a couple more. Let's do a couple more. Um, let's say, okay, let's throw some decimals in there. All right, we always tend to get freaked out when we see decimals and fractions. So let's say n plus 5.2 is less than or equal to negative 1.8. Okay? All right, again, the same rules are going to apply. We are going to subtract 5.2 because that's the inverse operation, cancels. Next, we are going to subtract it from the same side, 5.2. Doing a little mental math, what does that give you? You got it. That gives you 7, sorry, negative 7. And we're going to bring down our n, and we're going to bring down our inequality sign, which is less than or equal to. All right, so it's solved. That's part of it. Now let's do the other part. Let's make our number line. Okay. Of course, you'll make it a little bit neater than mine. I'm just trying to rush through this. 6, 5, 4, let's see, 7, and negative 8. And we are going to put a solid dot because the sign is less than or equal to, and we're just going to shade in the direction of our dot, right? Of our inequality. Okay, so those are fair enough. Those are pretty simple. Let's do some more. Let's get a little tougher. Let's see. Why don't we do this one? Let's say k over 2. It's really not tougher. I shouldn't say that. Is less than or equal to 12. Okay. All right. Sorry. Let's make that a negative 2. All right. So we're just going to do the opposite of division is multiplication. So we're going to divide by, sorry, we're going to multiply by negative 2. These two will cancel. Multiply this side by negative 2. What do you get? You get negative 24. Good. And then remember the rule, if you divide or multiply by a negative number, then you're going to reverse the sign. So instead of it being less than or equal to, it's going to be greater than or equal to. We bring down our k. We've got it. And let's go ahead. That's the solution, right? Because k is by itself. Let's go ahead and make our number line. let's start it with negative 24, negative 23, negative 22. All right. And are we going to make a solid dot or an open dot? We're going to make a solid dot. All right. Because that is part of our rule. And we're going to highlight this, shade it in the direction that we are pointing, letting us know that that number, whatever it is somewhere over here. It can fit anywhere in that number line and it would be true. All right. And we finished that one. All right. Pardon the sloppiness of my handwriting. You guys know me by now, though. Let's do just one more. You can actually do multi-step or two-step inequalities using this rule too. So let's do some distributive property. Negative 3 times the quantity of W minus 10. Let's say that that's all going to be greater than 27. Fair enough. All right, you remember how to do this. Let's take negative 3 times W. It's going to give us negative 3W. Negative 3 times negative 10 is going to give us positive 30, right? Bring down what's left. Bring down our inequality, which is greater than, bring down our 27. All right, excellent. Now we are going to go ahead and use our inverse operations. We are going to subtract 30, right? These cancel. This gives us negative 3. Bring down what's left is negative 3W greater than negative 3, right? And then we are going to finally divide this by negative 3. Divided by negative 3. What does that give us? Gives us 1. Good. All right, remember we divided by a negative number, so we've got to reverse this greater than sign and make it a less than sign. Then we'll bring down our W, and it's solved. We just need to put it on our number line now. I'm kind of running out of space, so bear with me if I kind of squeeze this in here a little bit. All right, and we'll make this 1. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll say 0 and negative 1. Okay. It is a less than sign, so that means that we are going to use the open circle. And then we are going to go ahead and shade in going to our left. Okay. I hope that was clear enough for you. I hope that you don't have any other big questions. That should be enough at least to get you through your homework this evening. All right. Thank you so much for joining me again. Continue to love, continue to lean, and continue to learn. Always, Mr. Saunders signing out.